Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Who's ready for the prestigious 2024 Birmingham Bowl, where Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt will battle it out for, well, let's call it pride. The Yellow Jackets, 7-5, 5-3 ACC, are riding high on what's being generously described as momentum, thanks to Haynes King, the steady hand leading their offense. Apparently, steady now means averaging just enough to scrape by in a competitive ACC season. But hey, they did take the number 2 seed in the CFB to 8 overtimes, so let's all give them a slow clap for that moral victory. Then there's Vanderbilt, the lovable underdog of the SEC, sitting at a glorious 6-6, 3-5 SEC. This is their best SEC record since 2018, which is a bit like saying you got a participation trophy for showing up to work on time. Coach Clark Leah has somehow managed to inject life into this team, and QB Diego Pavia is the scrappy hero trying to return to full strength after battling injuries. Good luck with that, Diego. For Georgia Tech, this is an opportunity to solidify Brent Key's reputation as the guy who turned things around, or at least didn't make them worse. Meanwhile, Vanderbilt just wants to prove they're not the SEC's doormat anymore. Spoiler alert, they might not be, but they're still not winning this one. And now for the history lesson nobody asked for. Georgia Tech leads the all-time series 20-15-3, and Vanderbilt hasn't beaten them since Check's Notes 1941. That's right, 1941. Back when people were still figuring out how to play football with leather helmets, Vanderbilt managed to win. Since then, Georgia Tech has gone 11-0-1 against the Commodores because, well, tradition matters. The line is Georgia Tech -3 with a total of 51.5, which is basically Vegas saying, we have no idea what to expect, but at least one of these teams has to score slightly more than the other. So, who will win this epic clash? My bet's on Georgia Tech, mostly because Vanderbilt's best SEC season since 2018 doesn't exactly scream juggernaut. The 2024 Birmingham Bowl, where dreams of mediocrity collide in a battle for something resembling relevance. What a magical year it's been in Nashville. Vanderbilt, fresh off actual victories over VA Tech, Kentucky, Auburn, and even Alabama, has clawed its way to a dazzling 6-6 record. Let's give a sarcastic round of applause to Coach Clark Leah for turning this once lovable doormat into, well, a slightly more polished doormat. If they win here, it'll be their first winning season since 2013. Big dreams, folks. Big dreams. Of course, Vanderbilt's bowl game appearances are as rare as snow in the Sahara. But here they are again for the first time since their thrilling 2018 loss to Baylor in the Texas Bowl. And let's not forget, they haven't actually won a bowl game since 2013. You know, back when gas was cheap and people still use Vine. But hey, history doesn't matter, right? Especially when your most meaningful ties are to Alabama and Tennessee bowl sites, because regional relevance. And let's not skip over Georgia Tech, the storied program that's been riding the nostalgia wave of 8 overtime thrillers and CFP brushes. With their star QB Haynes King valiantly playing through a shoulder injury, Tech clawed its way to a 7-5 season. But wait, here comes the plot twist. Their top wide receiver and left tackle are off to greener, transfer portal, pastures, and their secondary is held together by bubble gum and hope. Sounds like a recipe for success. On Vanderbilt's side, their scrappy QB Diego Pavia is miraculously healthy, just in time to dodge Georgia Tech's depleted secondary and maybe, just maybe, remind everyone why his Johnny Football-like performance against Alabama was the stuff of Commodore legend. But let's not get too excited. Vandy's offensive line is held together with duct tape after Gunnar Hansen bolted for Florida State. It's fine though, because Pavia's mobility will totally make up for that. The prediction? Vanderbilt covers the +3 spread because, let's face it, Georgia Tech is walking into this game like they've already been tackled in the parking lot. And the total? Over 51.5 because nothing screams bowl game like defenses that give up points like they're handing out free samples at Costco. Enjoy the chaos, folks. Team props. Vanderbilt over 27.5 points, -110. The Commodores have a fully healthy QB and an opponent missing half its defense. If they can't crack 28 points, they might as well pack up the program. Georgia Tech under 23.5 points, +105. The Jackets will try, but a beat-up roster, no Eric Singleton, and an exhausted Haynes King spell trouble against a Vanderbilt defense smelling blood in the water. First team to 10 points. Vanderbilt, -120. The Commodores should jump out early, probably fueled by the sheer thrill of not being the SEC's punchline for once. Georgia Tech to lead at halftime and lose, plus 300. Nothing says bowl game heartbreak like Tech showing up in the first half and then forgetting there's a second. Total team sacks. Vanderbilt over 2.5, minus 115. Georgia Tech's patchwork O-line isn't built to withstand Vanderbilt's pressure. Pavia will do his best escape artist impression, but the Commodores should have a field day. Game props. Total points over 51.5, minus 110. Both teams love giving up points, and with bowl games often turning into shootouts, expect a high-scoring affair that'll leave both defenses wondering why they even bothered to show up. Longest touchdown over 55.5 yards, minus 120. All it takes is one busted coverage or Pavia escaping a broken pocket for this to hit. Spoiler, it'll happen. Will the game go to overtime? Yes, plus 900. Georgia Tech just played an 8 OT game, and Vanderbilt's season is built on chaos. Don't rule out the refs needing a nap before this ends. First score of the game, field goal, plus 150. Neither team is exactly known for efficiency in the red zone, so a stalled drive and a chip shot seem inevitable. Winning margin, either team by 1 to 6 points, plus 250. Let's be honest, this game is going to be close because neither team is good enough to pull away. Expect some late-game shenanigans to keep it tight. Quirky props. Broadcast mentions Vanderbilt's first winning season since 2013, over 3.5 times, minus 150. If you thought they wouldn't milk this storyline for every drop, you clearly haven't been watching ESPN. Haynes King gets sacked over 2.5 times, plus 120. Missing a left tackle against a team that might have figured out how to blitz is never a good thing. Poor King. Georgia Tech to have more penalties, minus 110. Bowl games plus missing key starters equals sloppy play. Georgia Tech will take home the gold and yellow flags. Will the game feature a trick play? Yes, plus 125. It's a low-stakes bowl game. You know someone's pulling out a reverse, a flea flicker, or a fake punt. A defensive/special teams TD occurs, plus 200. With these offenses prone to mistakes, and these defenses equally prone to making them count, this is a solid bet. Vanderbilt wins on a last-second field goal, plus 350. The Commodores are underdogs, which means they're contractually obligated to make it dramatic. The chaos bet. A player proposes post-game, plus 5,000. It's a bowl game in Birmingham. Anything can happen. Sit back, grab some snacks, and let the 2024 Birmingham Bowl remind us why mid-tier college football is the true heart and soul of the sport. Enjoy the chaos. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So hit that link and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.